Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, GCW, what is your choice? Happened last night at the Roulette Intermediate in New York City. Anytime Game Changer goes to New York, they bring it. Some really great matches. We have one match on here that actually might be on one of the best matches of the year candidate, definitely. So we had some Northeast talent on here that I think is super good. I'm so glad they got on some of these GCW cards over the weekend. The last show, which was Saturday night, come on, dude. We had some great talent as well. So anytime that talent that's from the Northeast can get on a national level like a GCW or an AEW or a Ring of Honor, it's win-win for not only wrestling fans but for those companies as well. Alright, we started off with an 8-man tag. We had Second Gear BUSSY, which is Allie, Katch, Effy teaming up with the Second Gear crew members, one called Manders and Mance going up against basically a lot of young, talented, wasted youth, Dyln, McKay, Marcus Mathers, teaming with Alec Price, Cole Radrick, the Ratty Daddy. A lot of power with Mance and Manders versus the athletic ability of an Alec Price, Dyln McKay, Marcus Mathers, and then the Ratty Daddy he can do everything. It was an okay match. It wasn't anything over spectacular. It was only 8 minutes long. I was hoping to get a little bit more. I ended up giving it 2.5 with BUSSY and Second Gear crew getting the victory. So I was kind of disappointed in this match, but there's some other matches that really brought it to me. Next up, we had Masha Slamovich versus Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. Two definitely talented independent wrestlers here. Masha, she can get down and dirty, and she can do hardcore. Got a little bit there with this, not a lot. Her beating Tracy Williams was actually surprised me. I thought actually Tracy would go over on this. Hot Sauce ended up losing to Slamovich. I gave it 3.25. Next up, one of the better tag team matches of the year, I think, at least for Game Changer Wrestling. Might be. So 3.5 star. I think it was up there. GCW tag titles on the line. We had champions Violence Forever, Dominic, Garrini, Kevin Koo, some of the best strikers in the business, going up against the main event, Lyon and Midas Black. Again, very short match, 8.5 minutes, 8:46 to be exact. 3.5 stars what I ended up giving it. Violence Forever and their striking ability got the victory there over the main event. Next up, we had, I would say definitely one of the better women matches of the year. We had Billie Starkz. She's actually came into her own a lot since she's been with Athena in AEW and wrestling for Revolver with Athena against Ronda Rousey in GCW. Going up against here, Unagi Sugoya, when a wrestler of her caliber comes to America and wants to wrestle for GCW, that's amazing. These two went out there and put on a great match. I ended up giving it 3.25 with Billie Starkz getting the victory there. Next up, we had the GCW World Heavyweight title line. We had champion Blake Christian versus the man that's been everywhere, Little Guido. ECW original, WCW, WWE, you name it, he's been there. Still can go in the ring. Blake Christian took it to him a little bit here. Pretty short match as well, less than 8 minutes. I ended up giving it 3 star with Blake Christian retaining his title. Next match, could be a match of the year candidate, definitely. It was a 9-title match, so Jordan Oliver's JCW championship was on the line, but Jordan Oliver versus Gringo Loco. You get two guys to the level of a Jordan Oliver and a Gringo Loco when it comes to the lucha libre style and then the high flying. And Jordan Oliver over the last couple years has put on some mass as well, so he's got a little bit more strength as well. But these two just went out there and tore it down. I give this match 4 star. You had all kinds of top rope stuff, dives to the outside, falls finish. You had a little bit of everything in this match. 4-star match with Jordan Oliver getting the victory there over Gringo Loco. I want to see Oliver Loco 2 for the JCW Championship next time. Next up, we got a little down and dirty here with Rina Yamashita versus Tony Deppen, also non-title. Rina Yamashita is the current GCW Ultraviolet champion. Again, this is the same kind of match as before. I want to see this rematch for the title, too. Yamashita just took it to Tony Deppen and just, what a match this was. Did get a little doors involved, got a little hardcore. But Rina Yamashita is known for that. Deppen can fight that fight as well. 3.5 star, Rina getting the victory. Now, kind of a collusion of last night, we had Hammerstone teaming with Richard Holliday going up against Charles Mason and Parrow. Now, where's that show at here? On Friday night, House of Glory. Charles Mason had one of the most incredible matches I've seen him have. Knowing he had that match 2 days before this match, oh my God. If you haven't seen that House of Glory match for Charles Mason and who do you wrestle there? What's the dude's name? House of Glory, here we go. Carlos Ramirez. You need to look it up. Premier, I believe it is on, House of Glory is on, let's see here, Premier Streaming Network. It is definitely worth the, $7.99, $9.99 a month, whatever it is, for some of those House of Glory shows, especially that match there. Yeah, incredible. This match here was the same way for me. I'm becoming a Charles Mason fan. His heel persona, his kind of, I'm better than you, I know it, but I'm methodically going to strangle you, and there's nobody's going to stop me kind of attitude. That Slayer kind of attitude is just incredible. He's got the monster Parrow with him. We had Parrow versus Holliday last night, or night before last, on Saturday night. Hammerstone was supposed to be there, and he wasn't. He showed up late. We had the tag match here. When Mason was choking Holliday with a belt, and Hammerstone got involved. This is after the match. The match is 15 minutes long. I ended up giving the match about 3 star. The match itself wasn't kind of everything it should have been, but the aftermath. Hammerstone and Richard Holliday was part of Dynasty and MLW together, along with MJF. Holliday had some medical issues. He's talked about it before. He had cancer. He was able to overcome it, came back. Came to GCW, which is awesome. Wrestled some other indie shows as well. Got on the radar, Charles Mason. Hammerstone came in to help his buddy Holliday. Well, this match, almost like Hammerstone cost Holliday. After Mason choked Holliday out with the belt, Holliday went after Hammerstone, hit him with a chair. And it was like, holy crap, what just happened? Holliday ended up choking Hammerstone out with the belt. And Parrow and Mason leave. And it's like, so we get a Hammerstone versus Richard Holliday versus them being together. I kind of wanted them to show up in AEW and reform the Dynasty, but I don't think that's happening now. We get the match again. I get the match 3 star, but the aftermath, what comes next is going to be real interesting. Charles Mason, we've seen what happened in the House of Glory. We know what happened here. So I can't wait to see what's next for him as well, especially in House of Glory and here and everywhere else he shows up. But yeah, that's kind of a cool storyline that they carried on with the Charles Mason and just attacking different people and then causing feuds with them and whatnot. Next up, we had Speedball Mike Bailey versus Maki Guido. Okay, let's run this one back too. This is one of those matches that's like, whoa. Maki Guido, uber talented. Starkz and Mike Bailey, one of the best strikers in the business. These two just had a battle. 16 minutes long. Tore the house down. Maki Guido getting the victory in a 3.5 star match. Next up, we had Career versus Broski match. Oh my God. So if Matt Cardona won, Jimmy Lloyd became his slave. If Jimmy Lloyd would win, Matt Cardona and Steph Delander, the Deathmatch King and Queen, they call themselves. They're not, but they call themselves that. Would be out of GCW. Okay. Jimmy Lloyd, he's a different boy. Jimmy fucking Lloyd. So I'm watching this match, like, okay, how are they going to really how's this going to play out? Well, do they really going to get rid of Matt Cardona? Because they recently had Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner at MLW, Lose or Leave. Mance was out. So it's like, okay, is Cardona going to leave GCW? I mean, there's some rumors on the dirt sheets about him possibly going back to WWE, be with his wife, because I love one of his taglines. I'm one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, because his wife is the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. And then he gets Steph Delander. I am one half of the WWE. Really? It doesn't work that way, but whatever. And this match actually was weird. Steph Delander got involved, which kind of knew she was. Soya Wreck, actually, an alloy of Jimmy Lloyd, came out. She got involved. Ended up with I think it was a low blow. I think it was, or something got involved. Somehow Cardona got Jimmy Lloyd down. And then you had freaking Steph Delander trying to be the referee. And then you had another referee come out. The referee got knocked down. It's like it was a kind of a free-for-all. And then you had just chaos. And then you had the referee count. 1, 2, 3. Matt Cardona. Winner. I give it 3 stars. So now, whatever Borowski means, Jimmy Lloyd is the slave or boy or whatever for Matt Cardona and Steph Delander. So that could be kind of intriguing going forward. But definitely it's been one crazy year for GCW. Lots of shows. I've reviewed everything here. And we've still got a lot more happening. We have next weekend on the 9th, we have the Highest in the Room 2. On the 21st, we have Holiday Special. On the 30th and 31st, we have the Nick Gage Invitational 8 at Atlantic City. And then we have the Aftermath on New Year's Eve. JCW has a show New Year's Eve day, New Year's Eve night. So the Aftermath will run off in the new year like it has every other year. And then we come back January 12th. So there's right now 4 shows in January. 4 more shows this year. It's been a great year for GCW. I will have the best of GCW up on New Year's Day. So we'll finish up Aftermath. JCW will get the best of for the year up. That's going to start off the showcase of the independents. The plan is 31 independent companies. Profile them each and every day in January. The best matches, the top 23 matches of each of those companies will filter in WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, NXT. But a lot of videos coming in January, especially on January 1, to start off hot. But that is GCW. What's your choice? Review. Great show, as always. Game Changer Wrestling. If you've never checked it out, definitely check it out. Fight Plus is the place to be. $7.99 a month gets you the entire library. Check it out at least for a month, and then definitely get the subscription, like year-long subscription. On Black Friday they had a half-price offer for 2024. Locked that bad boy in. So excited to what's going to happen in 24. Excited to what's going to be left in this year as well. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.